Yes.
Is this what you guys do when I'm not around?
No.
You don't want to know.
No,
of
of course not.
He says as he throws away his hentai DVDs in the other room.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. What body pillow?
DVDs? Who uses DVDs anymore?
Let me just hide this one USB flash drive real quick. Yeah.
You mean this one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Is it password protected too?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Otherworld of Pop Culture Podcast. I'm CJ, and along with me, I have Jess, Lewis, Mike, Bryant, and Susan. How is everybody?
Great. Good.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Fantastic.
Tired.
I mean, yeah.
Dead inside.
Dead inside.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, it was
What?
kind of like a lifting day at work, so I definitely took a nap before we started podcast.
That's just late. I love naps.
Hey,
Nice.
naps do wonders. Like, you do
Alright.
it as a kid for like X amount of hours, and then like you do it for like 30 minutes as an adult. You're like, oh my god, it feels so much better.
Like legit, I think naps as adults better than as a kid because when you're a kid, you're like more disappointed that you took a nap because like, oh man, that could have been like time where I could like have fun. While as an adult,
That's true.
you don't get any sleep and stuff like that. So you're like, oh thank God. Yeah.
That actually happened to me on like my last day of summer vacation. Like I fell asleep and I was sleeping until like 11 or 12. And the next day I had to go to school for the first day. And I remember waking up being super disappointed and just be like, I really, yeah, that's how I looked when I got up.
What's it? This conversation actually reminded me of like this one meme I saw. It's like two people on a date and stuff like that. And like was it one person is like, you said on your profile that you're interesting, and then like the other person says, I said I'm interesting.
I just got that.
Nice. I like that.
I want to use that one day. I'm interesting.
I'm interested. Oh my god, that's a good one. Holy crap. That's a good one.
Not gonna lie.
I'm definitely gonna steal that for work at one point.
Yeah, I'm interesting.
Oh my god. All right, so going to our topics for today. First things first. So some of us are cosplayers in this community, and you know
What? When? Who told you?
Hey man.
Exposed.
Hey, we
See, I thought that was a trade secret.
we've been exposed. Oh shoot.
Yes. We gotta get out.
We gotta go.
How dare you break the rules? The first rule of the club.
So speaking of that, anyways, so there's a bunch of like unspoken rules about cosplay that you know, people in the cosplay community like they know about, or like they have like some of their own personal ones. Like, but what are some of your guys' unspoken rules about cosplay? So let's start with Lewis.
For me, there's some like definitely unspoken rules. I think that one of the things that like people should know is that it's very rude sometimes to ask, like, especially if it's like a stranger, ask like if you bought or made the cosplay, because and at the end of the day, it really shouldn't matter. Like everybody at the con is there to like cosplay their favorite characters and have fun,
Mm-hmm.
So it really shouldn't matter, and it really shouldn't like devalue a person whether like or not they bought it or made it.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff. Then another thing, I think what some people like should know is people should never use like the word should in this context, like being like you should cosplay this character, you should cosplay that character. Like there's other ways to like recommend something and get like a lot more politely, because if you keep using like the word should and like phrase it like that, it sounds like a command, and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And like it feels like they don't really have that like much like freedom in like their craft. Instead, like what I would like to say as an alternative is have you thought about cosplaying this character? Because that like leaves it open and like open in conversation, like gives them like more an option more than like a like a command.
Yeah.
I would say that I was that type of person saying like you totally should cosplay.
Yeah.
ABC, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Well, it really depends on like how close you are with the person and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Like some people
absolutely.
won't take offense of it, and other people will. It really just depends on like how well you know them and how how they would react, and stuff. And
Mhm.
Yeah, as a courtesy. I think replacing the word should to would be nice.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you would look amazing as so and so. Or
Yeah, that's
would
a
you
good
consider so and so? You look awesome.
Yeah.
That really gives people the option.
Yeah.
yeah, it
That's
gives
a-
them the option.
Yeah,
and stuff.
without that sense of like obligation and like, oh, maybe I should, or like
Yeah.
like just be like, oh,
It
man.
feels like when you use the word should, it feels like you're putting pressure.
Yeah, putting pressure on them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then lastly, I think one thing that people should do is like not like note like any like when I say like note anything negative about like little details of people's cosplays, it's like it's actually more this color like this component, and stuff like that, or like you're missing this,
Nitpicking.
Yeah, they're like nitpicking and then like thing is like it takes the fun out of like the hobby when people do that, and stuff like that, because like
Yeah.
like we're just trying to like
Have fun.
I guess like have fun and portray our favorite characters for the day,
In our own styles.
Yeah.
yeah, in our own style. Like it's legit like because it's like their cosplays. That means that it should be their interpretation, not your interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like not, you don't have to please others. You're just there to like have a good time, and yeah.
Totally.
Totally.
Yeah.
All right.
Those are some solid points.
Yeah, very solid points. Mike, what do you have for us?
I would, for me personally, if you guys look at my like Instagram page, and any of my past cosplays, you know that I don't really expose like my torso or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's not because of me being conscious or what's the word?
Feeling uncomfortable?
Uncomfortable with exposing myself. It's just that some of the people who follow me are underage, and I would rather keep it like family friendly and not have their parents be like, why is this old dude showing off his bare skin in front of you and stuff like that,
Yeah.
So, and I'm not saying like other people shouldn't, like if you want to do that, that's fine.
But that's your choice.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Because your
But for
account.
me, but for me, it's just more of like I want everybody to come in and check it out, and not feel kind of creeped out in any way.
Mm.
Let's see what else. I guess also like another one is just, I would say it's more universal in if you see somebody that's cosplaying like the same character that you are doing, it's not, you really shouldn't be all like, I'm cosplaying this character, therefore it's my character, I own it, and stuff like that. It's like, no, you're cosplaying a character that somebody drew in a studio, underpaid, if I might add, but that's a story for another time. So in other ways, like there's a lot of cosplayers out there that have this sort of like
entitled of complex.
Yeah, this complex of saying like, I cosplay this character better than anybody, therefore it's my character, therefore I am the character, and therefore I'm just saying like, I see you work at 7-Eleven, man. Get out of here.
Oh my.
You're not fighting monsters or jumping off of buildings or doing acrobatic feats
That you know of.
That I know of.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, it's pretty much just kind of like, how do I wrap this up? Just complimenting like the other person, like saying, "Oh, did you?" It's like, where did you find yours? Or if they say you made it, awesome. If not, then they're like, "Oh, where'd you get it?" So you can like trade notes and say like,
Nice.
"Oh, I'll check that out." And but then again, like wherever you get your cosplay is to each his own. I mean, if you've got like the money to like get the materials and stuff like that, that's awesome. And where do you work? I need to know so I can make that kind of money. But if you also like find like a good cosplay site that won't rip you off, and there's a lot that do that, then yeah.
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 Oh, those are nice.
Yeah.
So Brian
There's
and
nobody
Susan,
there, by the way.
yeah. So Brian and Susan, I know you guys are pretty new to this kind of thing, new to the cosplay scene. So like, I'm really curious what you guys think about unspoken rules and like, or what you guys follow as far as like, you know, respecting other cosplayers and stuff like that.
What's your first?
What's your guys' perspective?
Mainly from what I've seen and experienced, not experienced, like kind of like what I've experienced at cons and stuff, being around a bunch of cosplayers and people. Main is like comparing and like the whole, if you buy it or did you make it, or this cosplay shouldn't be like this, or you don't look good in this cosplay. That's like a no.
Yeah,
that's a no. I was like,
It's very disrespectful.
not just cosplaying, just like humanity.
That's so
in general.
discouraging.
Yeah. Especially you're at a convention, you're just there to have fun, hang out with friends, just be in a fictional world for a few days. And it's like for people to like be like degrade you for like what you did with your cosplay or what you missed. I just find it really rude. It's like people just be nice about it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's going in the same category, but if people mess with other people's cosplays,
like tampering with it, or like
it's like
Oh,
or
that's
saying
the
or
worst.
saying like,
That's the
oh,
worst.
how'd you make
Touching
this, and then they're literally holding it like,
touching their pulse without permission.
yeah.
I'm just like, they're not gonna say no, you know.
Mhm.
You're not gonna say no. It's like, back off. You're not gonna do that. And like people like they sneak up on you or they're inappropriate. I'm just like, if you ask, you could get a picture or you could pose with them, you know.
I strongly agree.
Yeah.
And like that's pretty much like main points that I've experienced by far. Just be nice about it. Just be open. Like, you guys are all nice people. Like, we're just here to have fun.
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
hopefully I'll
Yep.
cosplay.
No,
Absolutely.
that's actually very insightful because, like, you know, especially with you, you haven't really you've only been to the conventions, like, you know, you haven't actually like fully cosplayed yet because I heard you had plans about that. But like, you know,
I look forward to that too.
Yeah, you know, looking forward. But like,
I
you
have
know,
like zero confidence for someone who went to fashion school.
But like, you know,
Sir.
yeah.
It's okay,
But-
baby steps.
Yeah,
We're here for you.
baby steps. But you know, the etiquette's there. You know how to respect them, so that's a good thing. That's a very
Yep.
good thing.
Yeah.
Brian, what do you think?
So here's the thing, though. Although I am fairly new to cosplay, I
like the way
been
you're
in
positioning,
it-
Brian.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah, I like that.
You're like
Well,
evil genius vibes.
I'm fairly new to cosplay, but
No, I mean, like, he's gonna put his mouth like this.
I have been in the community since the 2015,
Yeah.
I believe.
2015.
But that's because my ex used to also do it.
Right.
So I was always around there. I was basically like there to take care of her. Although I did enjoy the con by myself, like multiple times I did go around. But I've seen a lot of things that should not be done. And the thing is, with the cosplay community and community in general, around conventions, a lot of people do not know boundaries. They do
Yes.
not know boundaries. They do
Mhm.
not respect boundaries. I've seen several times and things that have happened, like I believe 2019, Sean, Zen Cosplay, that the guy that we were hanging out with.
Yeah.
This girl comes up to him and asks him, "Oh, can I borrow your wig?" Like just straight up walks up to him like, "Can I use it?" He's like, "What do you mean?" "Yeah, can you take it off and put it on my head?" And I was just like, yeah.
Boundaries.
I was like,
Please.
Like,
like, I get it. Yeah, his
Wow.
response, like he responded well to it. He was kind about it. He's like, unfortunately, I have the wig glued to my head, so he's like, yeah, I won't be able to take it off. He did it in the right way, but I've come to realize that a lot of people in the community do not have boundaries,
Yeah.
and they don't respect it. But the thing is, you have to like be nice to them because you don't want to give yourself a bad image inside of the community.
Yeah.
And because but sometimes some of these people go too far.
Mhm.
They don't
Some
take the
people-
hit sometimes.
Yeah,
No,
they
they don't.
don't.
And
They
like
don't.
they forget they're human. Like they're not the character, and they're like people like
Mhm.
obsess over them. It's like, oh my god,
Yeah,
like
It is-
smother them. It's like, dude, like no.
it's just strange. There's been a lot of cases of like stalking or like
Yep.
harassment
Mhm.
or it's just like there's been a lot of toxicity in the cosplay community
Yeah.
and the convention community in general.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
thing is what we all have to realize is a lot of us are there for fun and not these negative things. Where some of these people come to these conventions as an escape from reality because
Mhm.
sometimes people's lives are not the best.
Mhm.
So this is what brings people
Totally.
up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why we try to make conventions a safe space. And that's why always people got to remember cosplay is not consent.
Yes.
Nothing
Absolutely.
like that.
Absolutely.
Respect,
100%.
respect people's boundaries. Like even if you're taking a photo with someone, you always have to ask, "Oh, can I put my arm around you? Can I
Yeah.
do this? Can I do that?" Ask.
I give them the options first when they ask me. I'm like, you can either put your hands on my shoulder or no hands at all.
I mean,
Very good.
like that's
Very
that's
good.
like that's a very good
Very
like
good.
specify that kind of thing because some people actually don't know about that, so they're just like,
You
Yeah.
know?
can I put
But
it around
yeah.
the way?
It's so awkward when they do the waist thing. It's like, geez, like stop.
Like my friends
It's
won't
so
even do
awkward.
that to me.
Mhm.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
ain't a
When your
Tinder
own
date.
friends don't do that.
It's like I'm not your
There
baby.
you go.
Yeah, I think that's also why I also carry props with me. Just like something to
yeah.
hold my hands.
To
Yeah.
distance
Have my hands to
yourself
hold
as
on
well.
to.
hmm
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's-
I've been in the recent years, like with everything going on and stuff like that. I have been just kind of like staying out of people's personal bubble and stuff like that. Because normally it's just like, yeah, let's just get a photo together. I usually do like the arm over the shoulder or stuff like that, or
Yeah.
sometimes I just don't do that at all, or just
Or you do the
Just-
hover hand.
I haven't
Or
done
like
the
it's like
hover-
like over it, but like you're not
I-
actually doing eye contact at all. It's just
no.
hovering.
Sometimes I just do this behind their head,
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that one.
the bunny ears, or just do a pose next to them.
Throwing hand signs now, CJ.
No, I'm not. I'm
Gang
deucing up. I'm
signs.
dabbing. What?
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I think like people just need to have some common decency.
Yeah.
We're all
Yeah.
people. We have all our own lives.
Yeah.
We don't need more like toxicity in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very solid point. And that's a lot of the kind of thing people are kind of scared to like voice out, so to speak, because like
Yeah.
like some of us are like pretty introverted and like they don't want to like say like, oh, this is uncomfortable. So
Agreed.
yeah, I totally agree with what you said, Brian.
I think it's just mostly like due to the fact that there's a lot of cancel culture. Like these people will just start
Yeah.
shredding. Oh, you're not a good person. You
Yeah.
didn't let me do this. You didn't let me do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
And they want to put you as the villain when in reality they're the ones crossing boundaries and they're
Mhm.
not respecting your bubble.
Yep.
Yeah.
things can be taken out of context way easily, but like, it's
Yeah.
about you, your comfort, and your enjoyment of the convention
And
itself.
see, when I first met you guys, that's why I was kind of like the bodyguard for you guys, because
It comes so naturally for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
By the way, thank you
I've
for
seen
that.
before happen.
I really
seen it a
appreciate
lot.
you for that. I was like,
Mhm.
oh, thank God he's here.
Yeah, I've seen it a lot. A lot of things happen. That's why, like, even with Christina or with Jess, or when one of the females are alone, I always try to stay near if the group is not near
escort
them.
I
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
appreciate that, by the way.
Exactly. Yeah, I just try my best because I've seen it happen where things don't go the best and people get too handsy sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta put them in their place.
Yes.
And as a cosplayer, I wasn't known yet, so I didn't give a really rat's ass. I'm still not known yet, so I don't give a rat's ass still.
Neither am I. So
So like, you're gonna do something to one of my friends, you're gonna deal with me.
Yep.
You don't catch these
You don't
hands.
catch these
Yeah, you won't.
hands.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Wait, we're already outside. I'm just kidding.
Oof.
No, not when we're in the convention. I'll get them out of the convention so I don't get kicked
outside
out
the
of the
convention.
convention.
Ah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Well, I'll meet you by the Denny's over there.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Mickey D's 3:00 quarter pounder.
Oh God.
I like that. All right. So, I'm gonna go next. So for me, probably like some of the things that like I would partake in, especially with me and how I pursue content creation and the conventions itself. I would always be aware of my surroundings because I am the type of person that takes up a lot of space. I'm not fat.
That's an understatement.
He's thick.
So like I mean like the last thing I would want to do is like either topple on someone or break someone's prop or even worse like like something that gets to the point where like the police is involved. So I always want to be aware of my surroundings, like just making sure like everyone's safe, because we're there to have fun. Another thing is picture taking. Like there's always going to be people that's just going to be like like going by and like snapping pictures or whatnot. That's fine, and like and even if you want to have like a picture, like it doesn't hurt to ask or like even do that little nudge, like and they're people will get the hint. I'm like yeah come but like doing those like very provocative kind of things. It's just like low angle or high angle looking down kind of thing. That's a no.
Yeah, just do the standard shoulder
just stand on
level.
shoulder level, just like let them know that you're there and like
like limit them too, because like a lot of people are like, okay, I take a photo, and I'm like, oh yeah, sure, and they're like, oh, can you take another one, but like over here and over there. I'm just like, sorry, I gotta go. My friends are waiting for me.
Yeah, like unless like you're about that, but majority of the time, like if we're in a specific
time and place for that.
Yeah, there's a time and place for that, and like if you're in a specific spot, you don't want to move. Like, we can't do that kind of thing.
Yeah,
and
it kind of reminds me of this. On YouTube, there's a video by this person called Hi, I'm Daisy, and they do comic dubs. They did like Metal Gear Solid and they did Persona 4. And in the Persona 4 one, this is like very early on in the game, so it's not really spoilers or anything like that.
Yeah.
But like one of the guys who meets one of the girls in your party, he's like, "Hi, Yuki. Do you want to be my lover?" And she's like,
jeez.
No.
No.
It's like, okay. That's pretty much what you see at the conventions half the time when they want to get a photo of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you were being like a specific character, I get that. But like if it's just like someone I don't know and it's just like, No.
Help me!
Help me! Right.
What's a secret signal?
That's the secret.
Right, I'm blinking twice!
You guys gotta,
Right,
you
I'm
guys
blinking
gotta put the
twice.
bat signal. We're gonna need a bat signal. So
Right,
you
I'm
guys
blinking
gotta-
twice. You know what I mean?
Tentacle.
No, here's his bat signal. We get a Pizza Hut, and we open it up, and then he runs
Oh
towards
god.
Contractor, no, I'm not about that thing.
us.
Sponsor.
Oh my god. That's funny.
Pizza Hut, sponsor us.
Oh Jesus.
Nah, we're here for the Domino's. I freaking ate a whole large pizza on the internet. Please give me a
Two
sponsor
large
already.
pizzas
Oh,
in one
Jesus.
go.
Please, I did it on the internet. Please, I ate it all on the internet.
All right.
I did it all for them.
I'll do 2 pizzas, a pan of pasta, and an order of cheese sticks.
Yeah, but you're gonna regret that afterwards.
Oh
No, I
my
won't.
god.
Anyways,
Anyways, probably the last thing really is everybody has a different set of skills and like a different set of talents and whatnot. So I guess pretty much what I'm trying to say is like everyone, like, you do what what you want to do. Like, don't like live up to someone's expectations. You know, you don't have to like follow like someone's like advice unless you really want to.
Yeah.
Like, or like, for example, like you don't have to like follow trends or like trying to find things to make clout pretty much. Because like, you know, like at the end of the day, we're doing this because like we enjoy it, and it's not like something that like, you know, it's something that we have to chase for. Like there's always this thing with the internet saying that like, oh, we need more clout, we need more clout, we need more clout. That's all about that game of that climb of like being more popular each and every con. And like, and I had that problem of chasing that, and like, you know, it kind of like diminished the reason why I started cosplaying in the first place, which is like, you know, just like make myself, you know, who I am through this character, and like, you know, have fun with it. So
Don't let people tell you what to do.
yeah, don't let people tell you what to do. You know, you do what you want to do as far as cosplay goes. Like, you do your own characters. You know, you do your own talents. If you can sew, you can sew. If you can't, that's okay. You can store by, you know. Yeah. That's pretty much all I have. Jess.
Hello.
best for last.
Oh
No
no.
joke. We're all the best. Everyone's the best.
Everyone's
You're
the
the
best.
You're
You're
the
the
best.
best around.
I love how you guys break out into song. Yeah, a lot of you guys touched on some really, really valid and important points, and honestly, I agree with them. And I guess I'll add a little bit more to it. Cosplay is not consent, and I hate people associating cosplay with something that allows them to break these personal boundaries. It's not cool. It's always best to ask for permission, whether it's take a photo, whether you could put your arm somewhere for a photo, whether you could touch a item that someone has worked on. Like, I know a fair amount of people put a lot of work into cosplay, and I guess this goes to my second point. My second point is cosplay should not be a contest. It should be an activity that you enjoy with a community. And I really dislike that people make it out to be a contest. I don't like the toxicity that is has grown from this community. And I guess it happens, right? Like, there are pros and cons with nerd culture getting more popular these days. Like, remember when it used to be so not as mainstream? It was much more simpler time.
Simple times.
Simple
Such more
times.
simpler.
Wait, jocks are
Yeah.
coming. Hide your Pokemon cards.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I like that actually.
Yeah, and the third point I want to make is, like, when it comes to cosplay, it takes so much courage for a person to even decide to take that leap of faith to start cosplay. And when not everyone that just starts cosplay is going to be as resourceful or have a group of people who can help them get onto cosplay, really transition smoothly into it. And so, sometimes, like, I'm pretty sure you guys can remember your first cosplays. They weren't perfect, right? And that's the beauty of cosplay. You're able to rework it and make it into something, the vision that you hope to portray that character as. And so I don't like it when people are so mean to new cosplayers. Like, yeah, okay, their wig is not perfect, but guess what? They're going out of their comfort zone to put themselves out there and do something that they enjoy. It may not be perfect for you, but the fact that they're having fun, that alone should be all that matters. And I don't like it when people nitpick on those details. Like, I hate it when I overhear other people say things like, oh, did you see that girl's wig? Or did you see that guy's makeup job? Or da, da, da. I'm like, who cares? Who cares? Who says it's a contest? Get out of here with this toxicity. Flipping tables, man. Yeah.
Well, like, not to
Hi, can I borrow this prop for a second? Thank you.
I can't say it any better than myself.
Well, like, the thing, well, also at one point, like, we, like, all of you guys started the same way. Like, we didn't know any better when we first started too. So, like, we were just going on based on our own intuition, and what we saw was, like, good, but, like, it could be bad in someone else's eyes. So, like, you gotta trust everybody's progress, and, like, at the very beginning, and, like, you're just like, hey, you're doing great, you're doing great, sweetie, keep it up.
Yeah, like, why focus on the negativity? Can you focus on the good stuff? Like, oh, I really like how you styled that outfit, I really like that. Or, oh, I love how much energy you put into portraying that character for the cosplay. Oh, you're really good at quoting that anime.
Yeah.
The positive stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses. That's all I'm gonna say, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
My weakness is I suck at everything.
What the fuck? Hello?
Well, I mean,
Anyway,
I'm not gonna say it.
Eat this.
Anyways. All right. Well, moving on to our next topic. So we're gonna change gears a little bit. We're gonna talk about the heart month. It's February right now as we're recording this.
You mean Singles Awareness Month?
for the vast majority of us.
Are you talking about the love for
Not
Black
the
History?
Father's Day has passed from this recording.
Yes.
Yes, it is Black History Month too.
The love for Black History Month and Single Awareness Month.
yes, absolutely.
Oh, and don't forget Lunar New Year.
Lunar New Year.
And Lunar New Year. I wish the Lunar New Year festival for Disney was still happening. They had some good food.
Aww.
But
we started.
we went there.
We started something.
Yes, we started something. So
we didn't start the fire. Oh, sorry.
So all of us have, particular things that we find in a romantic partner, right?
Yeah.
But
certain traits.
and there's certain, there's traits and whatnot, and, like, it's not always gonna, be exactly what you, want in a person. Like, it's always gonna be like that little mishmash puzzle, whatever. Like, is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? What would be, I would say, 5 things that are, non-negotiable. Like, you can't have that in the person. Like, that's a hard no. Like, it's not gonna work out, kind of thing.
Can I go first?
Yeah, you can go first, Brian.
Okay. So to quote How I Met Your Mother, if she doesn't like Star Wars, I can't marry her.
That's true.
I'm joking. Okay.
This is the way.
So I'm just bouncing off of that point. But not just Star Wars. I think in general, at this point in my time where I've been so ingrained in pop culture that it's part of my personality. I love this. I love this culture. I love where it came from, comics, anime, manga, anything. Because honestly, I don't feel like I can see myself with someone that just considers that boring.
Or childish.
Or childish.
Childish. That's my first one. Like, if you can't accept me for me liking this, I don't think I can be with you, honestly.
That's
one
big one. Yeah.
That's a big one for me.
Both
That's
for
a
all
big
of
one
us.
for me.
Yeah, I
Um,
think that's
If you don't like me
most of
for
us.
me, then no.
For me,
that's-
this one for me at least, I don't know if it's gonna probably get some hate from people, but I'm not religious. I am not religious at all.
Yeah.
I am agnostic. So for me, if a person brings like politics or religion and it divides a relationship,
Mhm.
it's I'm not for it. I'm not for that.
I mean,
Um,
that's totally fair.
Like,
Yeah,
for
everyone
someone
has
who's
their preferences.
religious,
Yeah, everyone knows
I'll
their.
never put that on anyone.
Yeah, don't push that down someone's throat because
My dad's a
yeah.
pastor. He's like, if you're both like that, you're not a Christian. You don't force a religion on someone.
Mhm,
A
yeah.
religion is a faith. They obviously don't have the faith, so you can't force on anyone.
Mm.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Number 3. I was actually talking about these topics with one of my coworkers. Number 3, if they're not accepting of others, if they cannot be kind, they cannot be respectful, they have no humility, and they have no sympathy for other people's lives or livelihood or how they portray themselves, that's not for me.
Mhm.
That's a big one.
Fourth one, I actually had 6, but I'm gonna put the fourth one as communication.
Mhm.
If you cannot communicate well how you feel, how you're feeling, how the emotions or how you're reacting to something and why you're reacting to this, that's non-negotiable for me. Number 5, it's not all about looks. Yes, a pretty face is a pretty face, but an ugly personality can turn you from a 10 to a -1.
Oh, sorry, I put -2.
To a
sorry.
-1.
Sorry, I put -2
or
sorry.
-10 or -10 or -10. But yeah, you can't always rely on looks. And I know I'm not the greatest looking guy out there. I know I'm not gonna get like a supermodel girlfriend or anything like that. But I don't always go for looks. So if I don't connect with them on a more like of a personal level,
Yeah, definitely.
I can't do that.
Mhm.
I can't do that. No, thank you.
I ain't about that life.
Understandable.
I ain't about that life. But yeah, those are my 5.
Okay.
5 non-negotiable.
I guess
Nice.
I'll go. For me, I guess not shouldn't order anything, but someone who does not get their priorities in order. If they don't get your priorities straight, then the relationship isn't gonna last, honestly. Because your priorities are obviously somewhere else, especially in a long relationship or personal experience, not personal experience, like in a marriage. Like the brother has his priorities mixed up. Like he has 2 kids already. You know, something like be more practical, more realistic. Sometimes, a lot of times, he doesn't want to do that, and it's caused lots of quarrels and arguments.
Mhm.
Close enough to but they make up. It's like it's gonna. He doesn't change that. It's gonna keep going and going. Eventually, he's gonna leave for good.
Hmm.
And another thing that's important to me, at least, is I kind of put this in one category, like honesty, trust, and loyalty. Especially loyalty. I think if you're not loyal, then there's obviously no trust. And honestly, if you're loyal, good things will come your way. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be like beautiful or handsome. Like if you're loyal, and kind of like what Brian said, you should be compassionate. I'm not saying like he's an angel. No one's gonna be an angel. But if you're not compassionate to others, like that just means you're mean. I don't
Major
mean
turn off.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's a big
major
turn off
turn
for
off.
me
Mean
too.
people. And kind of like accept me for who I am being, like kind of be open-minded,
Mhm.
I guess. It's like not saying you should like force yourself to do something you don't want to do, because that's the whole other story. That's wrong.
Yeah.
To kind of like be open to like try new things, you know, kind of like compromise for each other. Because eventually, if you keep doing the same things over and over again, like a habit, like it's gonna get boring, and it's not healthy for a relationship. And right, is that 4? I guess I think I have 5. I guess
I lost count.
Let's just say that's
I think that was your fourth. I think that was your fourth.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's basic. It's respect.
Yeah.
Respect your partner.
RESPECT. Oh, sorry.
Like, don't degrade. Like, if you don't respect your partner, like you're pretty much degrading them as like a
Yeah.
person, as like a significant other. Like you're degrading them. Kind of like, okay, I'm surprised this lasted 2 months, but the guy brings up an ex, or a girl brings up the ex. My
Ooh.
ex did this, or my ex did that. I'm surprised it lasted 2 months.
I hate that so much.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the
not-
past is the past. They shouldn't bring it
Yeah.
up.
As like this is a relationship
Ex
between
is
two
this.
people. There's no outside party.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I guess I was never in the picture, so I'm
Mhm.
surprised.
They
it lasted
clearly
2
didn't
months.
move on.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
like bye.
Some people.
Some people.
What? Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
There are some
important.
people.
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure there's more, but I just kind of like.
Honestly, in my
5
opinion,
things.
if they're still talking about their ex, they're not ready for.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, just put it out
Big
there.
red flag.
let's be real. Like, I think when the time comes, sometimes an ex will come up, but I think people should keep it short and sweet.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
it. Like, they
Like,
shouldn't go
explain
on
what
and on about it.
happened. Yeah,
Like,
no, just
one
explain what
sentence
happened and
max.
show
One
why
sentence
it
max.
happened.
Sentence max.
This was sudden
Yeah.
too. So it was
And with
like,
no commas.
No commas.
Just that- we're talking about that short.
Just
We're talking
constant
about that short.
dialogue.
Here's the thing, though, guys. You can't explain what happened in a relationship in one sentence.
Yes,
For
sir.
For me, what you have to do is you have to explain it in detail once and never again bring it up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so they can know exactly what happened. To know what you've been through and why you're acting this way.
Yeah.
yeah, he was not a nice guy.
There you go. We just didn't
deserve
share the same values. We tried to
Yeah.
make it work and it didn't work. And, you know, I always wish them the best. And that's it.
Absolutely.
I'm a petty bastard, so I don't care.
Oh my god.
So be a hypocrite.
Oh my
Oh
god.
Jesus.
You
Yeah,
can burn in
Right?
hell for all I
Right,
care.
though.
Oh no, no,
No,
no,
I
no,
get
no.
it. No, Brian, no, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, you've been through
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Me, Mike?
I'll go. Yeah.
You're just like, not it.
Nose goes.
Nose goes. Damn it. Anyways, yeah. I would say like this is not in any particular order or anything like that.
Right,
But
right.
first thing that comes to my mind that's happened to me recently is with on the lines of communication.
Yeah.
I've been ghosted a lot,
Mm-hmm.
especially with like a lot of girls that I found interesting and that I was actually like enjoying their company and things like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like sometimes it would take them like a couple of days, or sometimes it would take them, they would never even bother responding. And sometimes they don't even check the message. And for me, that's kind of like probably, I've learned over the years never to like really confront the person. I pretty much go with like what my brother does, like with anybody who ghosts him, he just sticks his middle finger to them and just says, "See ya." And Yeah, so I would say like the biggest turnoff for me is just like if you can't be honest with me, if you want to like continue as friends or just see where this actually goes, then don't bother. Wait, I'm not gonna wait because I don't run on your time. I run on my time.
Right.
Yep, communication.
Secondly, when actually it was a few years ago, but anyways, trying to force me into liking things. Like somebody was talking to me about like Star Trek or something like that, and it's like, I've only watched like the J.J. Abrams movies. They're all right, and I'm not really that deep into like the whole lore of it, and that's like a huge fan base in itself, and not disrespecting to anybody who watches Star Trek that's watching this. But they were just saying like, no, you got to watch all this stuff because it's this and that. It's just like I understand. I don't really have. Well, I don't really have like the patience for it, and secondly, no, thank you.
You have your own preferences.
Yeah.
Certain things.
Like I tried talking about like Star Wars and like other science fiction stuff, and but they kept trying to like hound me into watching like Star Trek and stuff like that. It's just like, sorry, I don't really want to get into Star Trek. Sorry. But yeah, like trying to get me into like a fan base or something that I just don't really have the interest, or if it's just kind of like way too oversaturated, then I really just can't really get involved in it. I would also follow along the lines of what Brian and Susan said in terms of having similar interests, which is awesome. And but I would also add in, I would rather have someone who's there to also help me grow in life, as I want to be there to help them grow as well. Because if it's just like a one-sided relationship where it's just like they're not getting the same thing if they're just doing it for me, but I'm not doing that for them, and I don't want to do that. But there's always that relationship of people saying like it's a team effort. It's not just like a one fan base over another type of thing.
And I in team.
But there is an I in pie.
Ooh, pie.
Ooh, yum. Pie.
Pizza pie.
Food.
Dutch apple pie.
Domino's pizza pie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
No, Domino's.
Please
It's
sponsor
more
me.
like cardboard, but
You're
okay.
making me hungry.
Oh, sorry.
Anyways, that's 3, 4?
Yeah, that's three.
That's 3.
I would also say like somebody who's willing to try new things.
Yeah.
Who wants to take me out of my comfort zone as much as I want to take them out of their comfort zone. I would say that's also falls into the same thing as growing, but
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say it's as its own thing. And I would say the last thing for me is have like a good relationship with your family. Because I figured if I'm going to be with somebody that I would want to share my life with, they got to be at least able to stomach their family. I mean, for me, I'm at that age where maybe I might consider that I am maybe considering getting married and starting a family of my own.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I gotta get a date first, Brian. So, anyways,
I believe in you.
but yeah, like if you're not cool with your own family, then I don't see myself having a family with you.
Yeah. From what I was been told, like from like people telling me what I'm like seeing, if whether you're a girl or a guy, if you're disrespectful to your parents, at least siblings, like if you're bad to your parents, then you're probably gonna be not nice to me.
Damn, then you guys are gonna hate me.
Oh my god.
Brian is an exception. I have to say that.
Yeah,
There are some exceptions.
He's the X
Yeah.
factor.
There are some exceptions, like depending on like how the parents are.
Yeah, how the parents
you
are.
can't always count that out. You have to find out why they are disrespectful towards their
Yeah,
parents.
at least
Yeah.
like cheer
For
them
no
out.
reason at all, then yeah, of course. If it's for no reason at all, but if you have a good reasoning for it, and if you don't have a good relationship with your parents,
Oh
then
yeah.
Yeah.
it's understandable.
Totally different. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yes, I'll go.
I'm ready.
I'm next. All right. So
I guess I'll go.
I guess I'll
That's
go.
not presented yet. Why don't you present to the class?
Oh my, send help. I'd say first thing would be, one thing is taking all of this, like all of this, nerd stuff, whatever, and taking that as like a sense of being childish, or like that's how I am professionally, or like I'm not taking things seriously whatsoever. Like it's more not just in romantic relationships, but like outside of like very business like kind of thing, or like in families and whatnot. Like like I'm not always gonna be like goofy and stuff like that. I have a professional side that I always maintain, and like when I'm serious, I'm serious, and like when there's a time to do fun things, like I'll do fun things. But like when there's a time and place for everything, and like this is who I am. But I know I have a there's a time where like I have to be like very assertive, and like making sure that
Very dominant.
not dominant. What the
Very alpha.
Not
Yes. You beat me to the punch, Jess.
not
You beat me to the
alpha.
punch. I was about to say that. God damn it.
No.
Wavelengths.
No, just being assertive, and like saying that like you have an opinion on things that's very that should be taken seriously.
So passive aggressive.
Not passive. Oh my
Or just aggressive.
no.
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. So that's one thing. Like this is not entirely me. Like I'm not just some big goofball the entire time. Second thing I would say is this is actually probably one of the biggest ones. So if you were my partner and you have, I would say, self-esteem issues, or issues where like you feel like you're not pretty, I would have that to the point where I have to tell you that like like looking at you like, hey, you're pretty, okay? Like shaking into your head that you're pretty. Like I don't want to be that kind of person that like gets into your head and saying that like wait, maybe I'm not pretty, or like maybe they're going off doing other things with it. Like if I didn't think you were pretty, I would have not even considered it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
but like one thing, looks aren't everything. I see you as a beautiful person, personality wise, or like even for just looks alone. Like you're beautiful as you are. Like
No, you're beautiful.
you're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
You're beautiful. But yeah,
You're way too beautiful, girl. That's why it'll never work.
Oh my god. But
Don't
yeah,
say that next time.
don't
please.
say that next time. So like just just have the confidence that like I'm here for you, and like you don't have to take that as like a way out, or thinking that like I'm gonna leave you because of like so or X reason, like oh you're not pretty.
Oh, so you're looking for someone that's comfortable in their skin.
Yes.
And insecure.
Yes.
Like everyone has insecurities at the end of the day, but when it gets
everybody has
excessive, that's bad.
Yeah, when it gets like where it's just like no, I'm not pretty. Like I feel like you're not. I feel like you're projecting that I'm not pretty. I'm like, no, what the heck?
I know I'm not pretty, so I understand.
Shut up, Brian.
Brian, don't
You're
make me smack
freaking
you in the
beautiful.
head.
Self-deprecating humor is amazing. Come on.
I was told it would get me the girls.
No, I just do it for the fun. The shits and
It's fun.
giggles.
He knows he's good looking.
Yeah, he's good looking.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Shut up.
You are.
If you didn't think you were good looking, you wouldn't be posting any selfies.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm ugly. I'm I've come to terms with my ugliness.
Same.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Ugly and I'm proud.
Yes. I'll go with that one.
Exactly.
Say it louder.
I'm
Say it
ugly and I'm
loud.
proud.
Part of the Butterface Club.
What does that even mean?
Nothing.
It means okay. Never mind. We'll tell you next time.
We'll tell you next time.
Is it something I'm too young to know?
We won't
No.
corrupt you right now.
No, it's gonna be really off topic if we talk about it.
Yeah.
Tell me after the recording.
Tell me after.
Okay.
Go, CJ.
Anyways, probably next thing. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Next thing is fudge. I lost my train of thought. Gosh dang it. Communication. And the thing is, like, it has to be on both parties, not just the other person, because like I'm the kind of like I catch myself doing this a lot lately, or not lately, but like in my past relationships, I tend to be like very stoic, very quiet if something's wrong or whatever. Like I need that person to like voice it out to me, saying like, hey, what's wrong? And if I say nothing, or like just like saying like, oh, I'm fine, like obviously I'm not fine, you just read between the lines, and like vice versa, if they're not saying anything, like I'm not a fan of the silent treatment kind of thing, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because like being passive aggressive in a relationship is very toxic.
We are not high schoolers. We are adults.
We are adults.
Get out of here with that high school shit.
Yeah, we're adults. You can speak to me like a human being. Like I'm here for you. You're here for me. Like let's
You
talk
can
this
speak
out.
to me like a human
And the
being.
thing is, like, if I'm being a butthead and I'm not trying to listen to you, like, I may or may not need space, but like, at least tell me, like, like, I'm gonna give you your space, but let me know, like, if we want to talk afterwards, because like, I will be, like, I mean, I didn't say I will, because like, I've trained myself not to do this anymore, but like, I will like go days without talking to someone, so yeah. So communication is very, very important. Fourth thing, I would say, fourth thing is like maintain a relationship with the family. Obviously, if it's not like if the relationship between the other person and their family is not that good, maybe just steer away from it. But like you would have, I'm pretty sure, like when it comes to like at one point where we're getting married and stuff like that, you would have like a very mutual like respect with everybody and all the parties. So like everybody in the family like likes you, everybody on my side of the family likes you. Like it's a better atmosphere rather than just saying just like, oh my god, why is he together with her? Like, excuse me.
Pardon?
Or vice versa. I was like, why is he wearing his hair like that? Oh my god, what a freaking nerd. I don't like the way this man dresses.
You said it on me.
Oh my god. And then lastly, probably, it's pretty obvious. Like if you're not a nerd, or some sort of like geekiness going on around here, it's not gonna work out for us. If you're like a very like business driven, like very business driven, like very
If you're too stuck in reality,
yeah.
Be open-minded.
like if you can't have any fun and you're too stuck in reality, it's jarring.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that you can't. It's like, I get it. Life is important, but we all have to have fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like so,
Don't
like
be a buzzkill.
you don't be a buzzkill.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like that kind of personality where like you wake up in the morning, you go to work or go to school, and then you come home, watch TV maybe, and then go to sleep, and then repeat the cycle over again until like the day you die, or like decide to do something, or decide
Nah, son, I ain't about that life.
Yeah, something very like what do they call it? The 50 like
Mundane.
mundane 50 style like way of living, like.
Oh,
Like 2 separate beds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Separate beds, Jesus
well, I mean,
Christ.
You said 50s.
That did happen in the 50s.
yeah.
that is true.
Yeah, like you get up, you go to work, then you come home, and then you just don't do anything except just maybe watch TV or play video games or something.
Like I was
saying that it's not bad once in a while.
I was kind of saying that like in like the husband's perspective. You wake up, go to work, go home to your wife, whatever. It's like, oh, dinner's ready, and then you eat, watch TV,
Honey,
and go
I'm
to
home.
sleep. Yeah, honey, I'm home. So like like breaking the cycle with like like this kind of stuff. Like nerd stuff. If you're not like into that kind of thing, I'm just like, no, it's not gonna work out. You're pretty smart, but I don't think it's gonna work out between us. Because you're too smart. I'm just kidding.
You're making me use my brain.
I'm just kidding. Oh my god. If girls, if you have big brains, bro. Galaxy brain. Anyways. Lewis.
Okay. What was it? It was actually like this one actually like was a little bit tricky to like prioritize like 5, so like that, because like there's like quite a bit like
There's so many.
Yeah, there's so many.
Like we would go on a tangent and stuff, and like we do have some overlapping like that, and like I tried to think a little more general, just because like I feel like it will like gravitate towards like more of like the specific things I think of. So yeah, one thing is that like I need a partner to be kind, in the sense of like being kind to others, being kind to your partner, as well as like like I don't want anybody who's abusive like that, and like who's like lashes out. They have to like be kind and stuff, and like that also like leads into the next thing is like being respectful / civil, like respecting others and respecting your partner, especially like when getting into arguments and stuff, and like be calm, be civil, and talk things out. Like no, like try not to yell, try not to make anything violent, or like try not to like be disrespectful and like be degrading. Stuff like that. Yeah, because like that could really not damage like a relationship, but also damage like each other, like themselves. And like sometimes like, it's really hard to like heal from something that even like regarding like no matter like if they're gonna keep going with the ship, or like there's gonna end, it still happened, and like it's still like difficult to go through, and nobody should really go through any kind of experience like that. And then next thing is like being need loyalty and honesty, stuff like that, like no shade, nothing shady, like make sure that like they are like they really are serious about the relationship, they want to be with you, as well as like honesty in terms of like if there's something that partners should know, they should know that they should, like you should be telling them, and they should be open and like honest with it, like everything, especially like if something happens, or like there's like some like they really deserve to know, please just tell them. And then another thing is like being open-minded. So this like goes into like a lot of things, like open-minded and like your partner's interest. Like, yes, you don't have to like force yourself to like it, but like you should like at least like give it a chance or really try to connect with your partner, because like first of all that would mean like the world to them, as well as like there are some people out there who are like very close-minded in the sense that like they're very quick to judge and stuff like that, and then they end up like about like something particular, then they end up with a partner who is like into that, and then they're so close-minded that like they won't give it a chance because they don't want to be proven wrong,
Right.
because I feel like a lot of close-minded people also don't like to admit that they're wrong.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
And,
always
like,
right.
I-
What are you talking about?
And I feel like I really don't like that whole like mentality of like, oh, I'm always right, stuff like that. Or and, like things like it takes a really big person, it takes a lot of maturity to admit that you're wrong. And as well as like open mind could also go into terms of like trying to like make your relationship a lot stronger, like saying like hey like like if like I really think that like we should like was it like there should be some therapy involved, like I would like them to like keep an open mind and like talk about it and see like nothing like to shut down, because like there'd be those situations where like they keep shutting down, things keep getting worse and worse,
Mm-hmm.
and like even if at one point where you're so broken down that they're finally open minded to you, it's kind of already too late, because the thing is though is that like it shouldn't have to take that much for them to be open minded. It shouldn't have to like you shouldn't have to go through so much pain in order for them to see that like they need this, and stuff like that. And it's already too late because like they shouldn't have to go through that, like they should always like at least like have like be considerate and like at least consider like the possibility, so yeah. And then as well as like being open-minded in terms of like your partner like discovering themselves like even more, because like was it me, like I've been with like with people like who weren't like was it who kind of like look down upon me from like things I like and stuff like that, like the music I like, or like I want to like get into like makeup, or I want to like like try riskier fashion, like grab things that like are not necessarily labeled in like that are necessarily like labeled for men like in society, like I want to try breaking gender norms, and like I've been in the situation where like they were not like okay with it, and they were like they would berate me for that, and they weren't like very open-minded. They won't let me try to like at least like discover myself even more, and really just like discover who I am, like and ultimately being myself, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Just to let you know, that's not a reflection of you, it's a reflection of them. Like
Yeah.
they're not open-minded and accepting of you.
Yeah. And then that relates into like the last one's like being accepting, because things like not everybody's gonna be like I guess like not everybody's gonna like fit into like people's like perspective, like oh this is like what this person should be, or like this is what we think like a male should be or a female should be, like that. And like sometimes like society will like pretty much like more like expectations towards like certain people and stuff like that, and like I'm not very fond of that and stuff like that, and like usually like just be myself, and I really need a partner who would accept me for who I am, and like would not like try to change me just for the liking, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because things are like I just want to be myself, and like if I can't be myself, then it's not gonna work out.
Right.
And yeah.
Agreed.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, Jess.
Yes. So yeah, it was really difficult for me to narrow it down to 5, but I'll try my very best. And I feel like a lot of these like interlink with each other.
Yeah.
You guys definitely talked a lot about the things I also value in a relationship too. So my 5 non-negotiables, in no particular order either. I really value a person who is kind and compassionate, and I mean it wholeheartedly. I believe that it takes a lot of strength, similar to what Lewis says, for a person to decide to be kind. I feel that it is also linked with being patient with another person too. When you're kind, it means you're so self-aware, you have high EQ, that you can put your ego aside and decide to make a conscious effort to be kind to a person rather than like bitch them out over something that makes you angry.
Yeah.
That to me is so important. Being kind and compassionate. And I hope that this person that my future partner, my dream partner, could be not only kind to others, but to themselves too. That takes a lot of strength. Yeah. Another thing that I value very, very much is family. I'm very family oriented. And so I'd hope that my partner can also be family oriented. And I'm not saying that they have to see my family every single week or anything like that. I just hope that when we do decide on a day or like a date to see my family, that they can, make an effort to get to know my parents, and of course I'll always
basically.
Exactly. I'll always give my friends and like my partner a little quick lesson as to what are some of the expectations in the family, so that set them up for success, not for failure, because I want them to make a good impression on my family too. Like
basically, a crash course.
Exactly. Just greet my parents, and if you want, you could bring a peace offering. Otherwise, it's okay. Take off your shoes and offer to wash dishes. They won't make you wash dishes. Just offer. It's okay.
I come bearing a pizza.
There you go. That works too.
Domino's pizza. Please sponsor.
I'm gonna switch to my other AirPod because the other one's dying. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
There you go. And my third one is I'd hope that my partner values growth. You're right. I really value people who really want to grow as an individual and are also motivating me to grow as an individual too. And I think that's why I'm very attracted to people who are ambitious, because there's just something about their energy that makes them want to take initiative when things are not going right, because majority of the time in my past relationships, I would be the one that would take initiative, and I can do it. It's no problem. I could do it. I'm like an older sister. I'm the eldest daughter. I could do it. But sometimes it's nice to switch roles, take turns. I don't want to be the only person doing it. It's a lot of work. Exactly. It's like a lot of work in a relationship. And so I'd hope that my partner can take initiative when they feel like something's off, or they want to like get into problem solving mode too. And we could hash it together. I don't want to feel like I'm the only one. And I ask them, okay, so what do you think about this? They're like, yeah, you could just do that. I'm just going to get some opinions. How can I improve? Yeah.
So it sounds like it says you don't want just a yes man.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't want just a yes man. Definitely not.
You need someone to tell you your place sometimes.
Yeah, that's how I get respect. Like that's how I respect a person. If I don't respect a partner, there's no way this relationship's gonna work. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be like, no, you are going to sleep in and you're gonna have a great time.
Guys, remember, I emphasize the word sometimes, okay? Not all the time.
Sometimes.
Yeah. A person who wants to grow and is ambitious, they don't have to be rich. They don't have to be like super, super successful. As long as they're willing. I don't think anyone is I don't think anyone has an excuse as to why they can't get up from their butt and take initiative for their own lives. That's what I think.
What
my
you're
mom and dad
saying is Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go for it.
So what you're saying is you want someone driven and focused and someone that's not nonchalant about things.
Yeah, because you got to see the bigger picture of things. If you want to build a future, you want to have children, you want to like whatever, we have to make sure our goals align.
Exactly. Like it can't come easy. You both have to work towards that goal and not bring someone down. You have to help support each other. Be a kite instead of an anchor.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
There
I
you
like
go.
that. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I see the bigger picture in things, and sometimes if it means that we're going to be working our asses off for like a period of time only to reach our goal together, I totally understand that. And I hope that we can work together on that goal so that we can finally just relish in our hard work together. Yeah, that is
I don't like
definitely...
relish.
You don't like relish? I'll take all your relish
I
then.
was about to say, sitting
because you don't
on,
like pickles.
on the swing in front of our future house, just like, yeah, we did it. Yes.
Yeah, let's hope.
We're
And then
We're
that's when
much
you turn off
earlier
the
than
VR. That's when you turn off the VR. We did it. We
That
finished.
is true.
We finished
That
the
is
live
true.
simulation.
Black Mirror episodes right there.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Yeah, that's what I think I like. And then my last two ones, have a sense of humor. Life is too short, man. Have a sense of humor. It makes life so much easier to get through. Yeah.
Yeah.
I giggle a lot because I find like I don't know, I enjoy the little things in life, and oftentimes I have funny scenarios in my head, and it just makes life so much easier when you can laugh at yourself.
Yeah. Be funny.
Yep.
Say dad jokes. Say dad jokes like this
I
one.
love that.
How do computers eat guac, guys?
How?
I heard this one.
With computer chips.
Nice.
Nice.
But then
I don't. Hey, I don't like having chips or discs rammed into me unless they're
Right.
Oreos, and it's only in the mouth.
Right,
Have you guys heard about the construction joke?
what?
Have you guys heard about the construction joke?
No.
No.
No, never mind, because I'm still working on it.
I don't.
You're so dumb.
Remember, guys.
Or wait. Do you want to hear about the joke about the paper?
What?
It's terrible.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Dad jokes.
All right,
Dad jokes.
One
love
more.
that joke.
Last one.
Two cannibals are eating a clown. One says to the other, "Hey, does this taste funny to you?"
Oh man.
Oh lord.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Having a sense of humor, very important. I think it's so fun when you just laugh about life and all those funny things. Oh yeah, I know. You can't always be serious. Like, stop being a
No.
killjoy. Unless you're killjoy in Valorant, that's different.
So what's
Oh yes.
Hey.
what's in C9Q lined up video?
Anyways,
Last value or non-negotiables that I value really highly is someone who's health conscious. I get it. Sometimes everyone doesn't have the right genetics, right? But I want to make sure that this person really cares about their health and they're not abusing substances. They're not overindulging in really unhealthy behaviors. Because I think it does affect a person's life if they can't have
Give me a moment,
self-control
guys.
for that kind of thing. Oh my gosh. How I see it is that if I want to have a future with this person, I want them to be on this earth for as long as possible so we could share and live out our lives together. And if they are going to have destructive like behavior, then it just kind of makes their chances of living a lot shorter. And it would break my heart. And so, yeah.
You want to look for the Dragon Balls and wish for immortality. That's
Oh
what
my
Exactly.
god.
We're rushing back. Where's curling back?
Wait. So okay, so if that was the case, just one really quick question.
Okay.
Who would go first? You or the him? Or her, him, her.
As in, like, who would
Them.
pass first?
Yeah, who would pass first?
Who would
You or
pass
her?
first?
Yeah. You or him.
Like, who would
or-
you like? Who would you prefer to pass first?
Yeah, you or them.
Oh, that's tough.
That's rough. That's rough for
That's
anyone. Why
really-
would you put
that's
someone on the spot like
tough.
that, bro?
Oh,
That's rude.
I'm just curious.
That
I'm
is
just-
rude.
CJ, go to your room.
Go to your room, sir.
I heard
You're
I heard
grounded.
the American
You're grounded.
life
To your
expectancy
room.
went down.
Yeah, where males are down to 75.
Yeah. Oof.
You into bed.
To your
no.
room.
Go to bread.
Oh good God.
Go to bread.
Go to bread.
If I go first, it's gonna be rough for my partner. If my partner
True.
goes first, it's gonna be rough for
Yeah,
me.
that's why I was just like, yeah, it's gonna be hard either way. So it's just like, God
Yeah.
dang it. Ah, dang.
Let's hope we have beautiful children by then to keep them sane and happy.
Yes. All right, with that, oh man, we definitely hit a lot of heartstrings there. So, let's
On a lighter note,
On a lighter note.
on a lighter note.
Welcome to the
I'm,
other world of
I'm
pop
about to pull
culture
some more
after
heartstrings,
hours.
guys. I'm about to pull some more heartstrings. Watch me.
Okay.
So,
I'll go first on
All
this
right.
last one.
so we're still on the topic of lovey-dovey stuff like that, romance.
Romance.
So,
Oui, oui.
all right, guys, I want you guys pitch to the I want you to pitch to everybody your perfect date. What would
Here's-
you?
here's-
What
Idea
would
of
you?
a perfect
Yeah,
date.
yeah, your
I
idea
got
of a
it. I
perfect
got
date.
it. I got this. Watch out.
Friends.
Oh,
Well, we're
all right,
done here.
let's go. Come on,
Watch out.
right.
Out. So
men, listen up.
You sell your kidneys, right? I'm joking.
who will have to go about selling a kidney?
I was so ready for your wisdom.
No, okay.
Well,
So
right,
here's
right.
here's the thing. What? Yes, go ahead.
Here's what you do. You walk up to the girl you like. You hold out a handkerchief and say, "Hey, does it smell like chloroform to you?"
Oh God.
Oh no!
No, I should have said you sell your heart to pull your
Oh my
heartstrings.
God! Stop! What are you guys doing?
Okay. Here, I'll get serious on this now. Okay.
Okay.
For real?
okay.
For real?
Yes, for real. So a perfect date will never be the first date, and it cannot be the first date. Honestly, as much as people want it to be a first date, a perfect first date, that is really hard to come by because you don't know this person physically, mentally, or emotionally.
I'll-
And for
if
me,
I would also interject one more time.
yes,
I would say like the best first date is during the day,
yes.
because
So-
if you do it at night, then you're like, well, my day was ruined.
Yes. So
Oh,
for me, my perfect date has so many variations, but it all follows a model. So for me, what I would do for a perfect not first date, for a perfect date, first things first, I would buy her an outfit, get her a nice outfit, buy her flowers, drop off the outfit, tell her be ready by a certain time. It would either be a morning hike, or a museum tour. We would go to a nice dinner or a nice lunch. But we would do what she would like to do, or what she mostly likes to do, like or do something that she's never done before. But for me, like, I would always want to end the night like having a bonfire on the beach as the sun sets. Mostly, but it comes to variation, so I can't put it into place because it'll depend on the person. But for me, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be a random thing. It's not gonna
It
be
ain't basic.
exactly. It's not basic.
Mhm.
It all depends on the person, the partner, and what they like to do. But I will cater that date to their certain specifics and what they like.
Mhm.
That's me.
Uh,
That's just me. I'm a little
You're
more
such a
old-fashioned.
romantic.
That's
You're
yeah, I'm a little
romantic. That's what you
poggers.
like.
Have you done anything like that?
I've brought in flowers. I haven't gone to that extent for someone yet,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately,
Mhm.
but I'm willing to.
They will enjoy it.
They
For the
will-
right person.
They will enjoy
Yeah.
it. I'll
That's
guarantee
important.
you that, sir.
The right person hasn't came yet,
One
unfortunately.
lucky lady.
One lucky
Yes.
lady.
Someday when I'm
Gosh,
50 or
I'm
something.
such a simple person.
Stop repeating again.
Maybe when I'm
I'll-
45 and give up on life. That's
Oh
my motto.
God.
Anyways,
What's yours? What was that, Susan?
Well, I was saying, I'm such a simple person. It's like you don't need a lot to like impress me. Like
you just like really appreciate good quality time.
It's like I don't need
Okay.
anything expensive or anything. The first day I think should be just laid back, get to know that person, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mike said.
Oh,
Alright,
but it's not
something
first date. It's perfect date, Susan.
Yeah,
No.
your idea of a perfect date.
Your idea. of a perfect-
idea.
Yeah.
I mean,
What do you think? Like, what
Something
would
that
you
you
dream
would
of?
enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. This is after the first date. If you're kind of getting to know the person. Perfect. I like doing simple activities. Kind of like go to the arcade, games.
There you go.
Hopefully that person has hobbies that are similar to mine or is willing to try. And I will go like go-karting. Like these things are impossible because of COVID, but
Mm-hmm.
In a perfect world.
In a perfect world. In a perfect world.
go-karting, bowling.
We're really taking the word perfect seriously here.
do craft. If we're more comfortable, watch horror movies together.
Sheesh.
You don't
A
like horror
perfect world,
movies,
I'd
then
be
I'm
rich.
sorry, because I do. Well, if I'll be asking for too much, hopefully like a concert. But I mean, concerts, it depends what he
Yeah.
likes. You know, 'cause my taste in music is kind of weird, I guess. Got like visual K, heavy metal, K-pop. Sometimes it jumps everywhere. The whole depends on the person, honestly. You can't really say on like one particular person. Yeah.
Is there food involved?
I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
where's
of
the food? You guys are starving?
Food war status. No.
Of course. I don't need to mention. You guys already know. Yeah.
But we
Me,
want to know.
Like,
I don't
I was
like
like, what kind of food?
Yeah, what kind of food?
I don't like fancy foods.
Okay.
But here's the
It's gonna be
thing.
nice.
What if he's a foodie like me and knows good food, but it's not fancy, but then he also knows good food that is fancy? What if you had those options? What if you had those options open?
Yeah, that's a different story.
Variety.
I was saying it doesn't have to be fancy, but if it is, it better be good.
What if it's like food wars and like it melts in your mouth and like it rips your clothes off? What if it's like that?
Oh,
Food
Jesus.
wars reaction.
What?
Bare chested.
Oh, okay, I guess that'll be nice. Okay.
And we're demonetized.
We're demonetized.
No, we're
Oh my.
not.
Oh my.
Don't
It takes a
say
lot more than that.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, it doesn't take a lot for it to be a perfect date for me.
Mm-hmm.
The end.
Who's next?
Nose goes.
What?
Jess.
Ah, yeah.
Your turn, Jess.
Got him.
God.
Got him.
You know, it can't be slipping.
Got him. Dinu.
Okay, I have to go, right?
Yep.
Okay. At first I thought the question was like, what's the best first date? But yeah, we're talking about dream dates. Because I know for sure a first date that I would not agree to would be a movie date, just because I feel like it's in the dark. We're not really interacting with each other and talking to each other and getting to know each other. So I wouldn't have a movie as a first date. That's like something down the line, you know? My idea of a first date would definitely have to include an activity of some sort. I feel like you get to learn so much about a person just based on the activity that you do together, and then if you can work as a team together, right? So like, let's say, I don't know, we go play mini golf. You can see if they're competitive. You can see if they're you know, an asshole or not. If they no, it's true. Like any simple activity,
go
you could
on.
tell a lot. You could tell a lot. Okay. If you go to like the zoo or something, you can see if they like animals or not really. I really like the aquarium. I love looking at marine life. That's something I really enjoy. Like you can see if you go to a museum, you can see if they can appreciate fine art or if they're not really into that kind of thing. So for me, it always has to include an activity, and also it has to also like it would depend on the individual. But as long as it's an activity, we can learn something together, we can grow together, we can like that would make me happy. And I'm always gonna include food. Yeah. For me, it's like daytime activity, food, and then just chilling out at home and winding down together for some dessert. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, I love bath time. Bath time is really nice. Bubble bath. Yeah.
Bubble bath with candles.
Yeah, you get the candles.
Candles, bath bomb.
Bath bomb and everything. Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be like I was just talking about this with my girlfriend, Coco Baby. Like we're all adults here. It doesn't have to be sexual. It could be intimate because just sitting there and sharing each other's space and just having a nice chats together and having deep talks. I love pillow talk, guys. I really love pillow talk. So that's one of my favorite things. So for me, that is my idea of a date activity. Food, winding down,
bad
bathtub.
news.
What's up?
Pillows don't talk.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They talk in Big Mouth. If you've ever seen Big Mouth, they talk.
Oh yeah, Big Mouth.
Cushions too.
Oh my god.
Don't forget the cushions.
This ain't Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Oh Jesus Christ.
I don't advise small children to watch Big Mouth. Only adults, please.
Yes, please, only adults. But it's such a good education.
Actually, yeah, I think people who like are taking middle school
Watch
health
with
should
an
actually
adult.
watch it.
Watch with an adult.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watch.
Someone with like over the age of 18 should supervise you watching it.
Yes,
Yeah, agreed.
like it's actually a very like
It's
I think to show
educational.
that yeah, it's actually educational. I feel like people who are like going through health class should be watching it actually.
Watching that instead. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Those are my ideas of a ideal date. How about you guys?
Not it.
Not
No, that's just kidding.
CJ.
We go by the youngest. Who's the youngest between all of you?
All right, this is gonna come straight off from a drama. All right, you guys ready for this? Oh Jesus! All right, so first, I would say we start off. This is gonna be an all-day kind of thing, huh? Yeah. This starts off with a boat with a little boat excursion. We're gonna be rowing boats. Just I don't know where exactly. This is
Rowing boats or paddle boats, like a swan boat or like a wooden boat. Are you talking about a speedboat,
a wooden
or
boat.
are you talking
A canoe.
Okay.
Oh no, not a canoe, a wooden boat.
Not a canoe. It means like an actual boat.
An actual
like a
boat,
little-
boat.
Yeah.
Boat at the lake or something like that. No, we're gonna go down the rafts. We're gonna go the rapids. Oh my
Go
god!
white water rafting, bro. Down.
Extreme sports.
No,
Intense.
Kayaking is fun though.
no. So we're gonna go boat. We go boating. Just like it depends on the mood, whether it's just gonna be fishing or just like rowing to the middle of the lake or whatever. And just talk. After a
And
while,
then you push her over the water, right?
Yes.
And then you save her life, and then she'll owe you a life.
No. I'll
She'll
go
owe
like
you a life debt.
I'll go like this, and she'll go, "Oh Jesus!"
And then you catch her,
and catch her, and just be like,
blink her eyes and be like,
catch her, and be like, "Hey, you
like,
owe me
"I'll
something. You
got
owe me,
baby."
you owe me something." Oh my god. Anyways, so after that, we would go down to a local track or something like that, and then we would rent cars, or we would have my own car or something like that. And we would go down the track and do laps around the racetrack,
Playing Ninja theme music.
Yes, yes. Yeah, do laps around the racetrack. I mean, this is like assuming that they're a car buff too. And then after that, we go back to the other person's place, have a nice dinner. Preferably steak with frites and stuff like that. And then we go back out, bloated and stuff like that, and then I would force them to to take a little like urban hike up a hill. At one point they'll be like, I can't move anymore, and I'll carry them up to like a particular bench that I would know ahead of time, and then like it would just end with the night with me and her just sitting on the park bench looking into the stars, like into like this very nice view of either like a mountain pass or a city skyline or whatever, one head
So
leaning
romantic.
towards one hour, and yeah, that's pretty much my spiel in less than like 5 minutes. Like,
Nice.
and like, well, the thing is like, and if you were to put that in like an actual like arc or an episode or something like that, or on a drama, that's roughly an hour.
Have you actually
Right.
had something like that though, or
An
anything
hour?
like remotely similar? I would say that. I think it's something
I
like
have part of it. Part of it actually did happen where I, actually I took someone. Well, like they weren't tired or anything like that, but we did walk to like a particular bench or something like that, like where it's like
Nice.
I would say like that.
There's always a bench. There's always a bench.
There's always a bench. I don't know
There's
why.
always a bench. We all know there's always a bench.
Yeah, and I'm like, who comes
It's
up
because
here?
it's because it's 51st dates.
Yes. Yeah, there's always a bench, and then yeah, that's probably one. I do want to go racing though. I have not done that. That
Nice.
sounds really fun. But yeah, that's
Cue
what I
techno music.
It's Eurobeat. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Eurobeat.
I'm sorry. Oh Jesus. Okay. Okay.
Mike, you wanna go?
All right. I would say for me, it would involve an activity. For some of the people who've watched this show or who know about me, is that I've been kind of getting into cooking a lot more.
Oh, okay. I've had this cooking before.
Delicious.
Ladies, if you need a good chef in your life,
Oh shoot. There.
I would recommend marrying a chef. Anyways, but yeah, either take like a cooking class or something, or maybe probably go for a hike or a theme park or something like that. The thing about me with like dates and stuff, that it has to be sort of like an activity, where it doesn't have to be that like mushy like 51st dates, 500 days of summer.
oh yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just count. Just that whole idea of just like being around each other.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Okay.
I like
nice.
it. I like it.
Okay.
Lewis.
Okay.
You
That's
dragged it out long enough, sir. It is your turn.
Paint us a picture.
What?
Paint us the
Paint us
picture.
a picture.
You got the canvas is yours. Here's your
It's like one of your French girls.
here's your
Wait,
brush.
what's the line? There's no mistakes, just happy.
No,
Is that the the line?
No, Lewis, draw me like your French girls.
Let me get my sketch pad real quick.
Oh Jesus.
No, it's there's no happy mistakes, just tragic accidents.
Exactly.
It's Bob Ross.
But yeah, so what I think was it? So a perfect date for me. So for me, it actually was it very I don't know what's the word to describe it. Ambitious, I'd say.
Uh-huh.
Because a perfect date for me is like metaphorically too, because like it doesn't have to be like so spontaneous like in the day of. Like and as well as like calling somebody up or calling somebody up to like pack your bags, take their hand, drive off out of town. And so
Wow.
just get away.
A getaway.
Oh, I like this one.
I like that.
I like to run away with somebody.
Wait,
Guilty?
you're gonna run away?
You're going to
Just
Italy.
Just for the day. Just for the day.
No, not for a day, like a few days.
It's not kidnapping or anything.
A little. Just a little.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, they have to be down with it. They have to be okay with it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
was it? And like, yeah, just go away for a few days. Like, get a nice place.
Cabo.
Get a nice place and like, what was it? Yeah, just do like things together pretty much because like it's nice to get away from life sometimes. But yeah, like I don't even care where we go as long as like we're away from everything and we're together.
Mhm.
Yeah, like do like simple things, like cook meals with each other. Maybe like watch some movies, like have it like have some like really nice mixed drinks and stuff like that, and like just have a really good time, like for a few days and stuff.
Aren't they
Yeah.
the meal already?
I mean, was it? But yeah, nothing too specific, but like like it's specific in that sense, but like
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like when somebody special, I just like to just take their hand, run away for a few days. Yeah.
Sounds fun.
So when is this happening, Lewis? When is it gonna happen?
All right.
I'm waiting
It
for
already
you.
happened.
What?
I'm waiting for you. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you mean that? I know you're not the one.
I'm kidding.
Was it?
You two have something to say to the class? You guys have something to share to the
I'm
class?
just kidding.
No,
Yeah,
but I was it? I have gone on an experience like that. It didn't start off as a date, actually.
Oh really? Oh, so it was by
As
accident.
friends only?
It was by accident.
So as friends.
Hmm. I see. Well, shoot.
Wow.
So everybody, I hope you've been taking notes.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, I've been taking
Especially if you're
lots
if
of
you
notes.
guys are like trying to slide into one of our DMs.
I don't think I'm the best person to go off an example. That's just me.
My DMs are
Like,
desert,
I'm
so
very
don't get there. You'll die of overheating.
We're
I don't respond to DMs.
We're gonna get so many DMs after this. I'm just. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Remember, guys, always wrap it up.
Oh my god.
Use protection, kids.
Yes,
Exactly.
that's true. That's true too. Oh my god.
Exactly.
Anyways, if you guys like the video, leave a like, subscribe for more content like this. Comment what down below, your perfect date, or what.
And
you
Pizza
think-
Hut, sponsor us.
No, Domino's, please. I ate a whole large pizza for y'all. I ate a whole large pizza. Come on.
Oh my
Nothing.
God,
That's
I
nothing.
deserve a sponsor.
That's
Oh my-
nothing.
oh my god.
Please.
And on that note, we are
I'll
out
be
of
there.
here.
Book
I'm,
a salad.
I'm CJ.
Farewell. Goodbye.
I'm Lewis.
I'm Bryant. Oh, got it together in unison.
Listen.
I'm Mike.
I'm
And-
Jess.
And until next time, guys, we will see you guys in the other world.
Arrivederci,
Goodbye, everybody.
folks.
Bye. Domino's, please. Like, I'm back.
No.
I'm gonna check my
You said
DMs
all the
later.
way, son.
Answer.
Pizza Hut.